This is the circle of gold.
Boom. Right there.
It's a golden circle. Get it right.
Fuck. Why do I ever trust you with anything? Ever.
That's a Kingsman discussion, is the intro right there.
Is that right there?
Oh, perfect.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 38 of the Upper Late Podcast. Big episode this week, guys. Movie we've been anticipating for a long time. How many years has this movie been in development?
7
Seven.
It's been a while. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick. What's up?
Why did we both guess 7?
I was lying.
Yeah, me too.
Liars lie like.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I don't feel great about this episode. What? First time in 38 weeks where I don't have a hat on. I came straight from a dinner and I don't have my usual attire. I feel out of place. I feel out of whack.
The viewers
Adam,
won't
give me your
judge
hat.
you for that
Take
because
it.
they can't see your hat. Or missing hat. Also here is Tyler Switowski.
Actually, I gotta say, I agree. I'm wearing like an overly baggy sweater that is not my usual norm.
Usually wear a tie. So
Yeah, so this is kind of uncomfortable too.
also here is Adam Franey.
He has clothes on this week. That's nice.
Nice change.
Not the usual, but you know.
Yeah,
It's an improvement.
I am normally naked.
Thanks for wearing
Thanks for
a
hiding the
thong.
barrel this week.
Well, actually, I normally only wear a hat.
Okay. Let's just run down some of the
Something
topics. No, John. I'm just pitching that. in my
Oh,
head.
thank you.
It's making me a little
you.
giggly. Let's just run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to discuss our last seen movies. And we're also going to discuss our film of the week, and that is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And also, we got some other news topics later. A couple trailers. Lego Batman, Deepwater Horizon, War Dogs, among other news topics that we'll get to later. If you guys do want to skip ahead to any of those topics that I just mentioned, just go in the description box below and you can skip to any of those by just clicking on the timestamps. And also, if you guys do like our videos, don't forget to like our YouTube video, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And on iTunes.
Yes,
Boom. Yeah.
don't forget about iTunes. So, without further ado, let's get into our last scenes. Anyone want to start us off? Tim, he's putting his hand up. Tim, let's go with you.
Question. No, I'm okay. Okay. My last scene.
Answer.
Adam's going to be hype about this one because he's been telling me to watch this for a while now.
What the fuck? Did you watch a compilation of Final Fantasy X cutscenes?
I watched the whole
Advent Children?
compilation. 2007 film. Spanish film. Give you a synopsis.
Oh shit!
After spying on a nude woman in the woods next to his home, a man sets off a bizarre sequence of events that culminates in him accidentally getting into a time machine. When he emerges, he struggles with having to ensure that things play out as they are meant to happen. This is Time Crimes, 2007, low-budget sci-fi time travel movie.
Nice.
Written and directed by Nacho Vigalondo, starring Cara Alejandre, Nacho Vigalondo, Candela Fernandez, and Barbara Gonag.
Who does Nacho play?
He plays the scientist. That's it. Yeah.
What'd you think? I've been asking Tim to watch this for years. It's like one of my most underrated movies of all time, in my opinion.
This
Whatever.
is a late 4.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
I'll
pretty
take
good.
it.
That's pretty good.
My brain under process. I was
Yeah.
like, what did he say?
I've been teetering between a late 4 and a heavy 3.
Get wrecked.
I've seen some better time travel movies, but with what they had to work with, this is really, really cool. Some cool imagery in it. There's like one guy that's like, wrapped in like pink bandages, and you find out like why it's pink and why it's bandages and all stuff. It all like
I love
connects
that.
together. Some of it was like kind of like, okay, yeah, I saw that coming. Saw that coming too.
I haven't seen it in years. I don't.
Saw that coming as well. One part I didn't see coming. That was a nice little twist with the wife. I'll leave it at that.
Don't remember.
There's always also twists and turns with time travel movies.
Yeah.
Now, I remember it feeling like if Guillermo del Toro did like Primer. Is that
Yes.
accurate?
It had
Why?
zero
Because
budget.
he's Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally the
Literally
only
because he's the only other Spanish director.
Yeah.
like a Spanish horror Primer.
Yeah, there are like horror vibes to this movie. But But yeah, it's good. It's pretty decent.
Thank you for those glowing words of love.
I've heard about Time Crimes, but I haven't heard your glowing recommendation.
Really?
For Time Crimes.
Yeah, I've been wanting us to watch it forever.
Really?
I want to rewatch it.
Odd title. With the Time Crimes, I was thinking it'd be like a cop thing. That's what I went in thinking, because I wouldn't know nothing about this. I was expecting almost like that, but like good, because that's what you've been telling me. I was expecting like a kind of like a bigger budget type movie, but very low budget. There's like 2 sets. There's like 2 scenes or like 2 settings for it.
Really?
There's like the time machine area, and then there's like a house. And that's about it.
It does that awesome thing I love, like Prisoner of Azkaban, where you like see these scenes and then go back through the scenes.
Yeah, and you see that scene from like
another perspective.
Yeah. Love that shit.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Very, very cool. Several times.
Awesome. All right, Time Crimes.
Time Crimes.
Late 4.
I'll be doing a top 10 time travel movie list on Letterboxd probably soon. This was one of the last ones I had to bang out.
Yes. Don't watch that director's newest movie. It's called Open Windows. It stars Elijah Wood and
Sasha Grey.
Grey. Why do you know that?
That's the same guy?
Same guy.
Yeah.
It's atrocious.
That movie's actually on my watch list.
Well, please erase it.
It's been chilling on my Netflix.
It's the last
queue
Sasha Grey movie you have to see, eh?
You have any idea how long it's taken me to see all of her movies? There's a lot of them.
We won't get into them. We don't discuss those types of movies on. This is family friendly.
Of course, yeah. Racist undertones of this episode or this family, all good family fun.
Good fucking.
Who wants to jump in next with your last scene, Adam?
Ding! I'll jump in. The movie I'm stark raving mad about. Just kidding. I have nothing to say about this movie, so let's make this quick. 2005 stop motion animated film up for Best Animated Picture at the Academy Awards, directed by one Timothy Burton. Shout out to Jake McCannell, his boy, and our very own Tyler Switalski's boy. I'm of course talking about The Corpse Bride. When a shy groom practices his wedding vows in the inadvertent presence of a deceased young woman, she rises from the grave assuming he has married her. Starring...
Why would you make that assumption?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? You'd never guess. It's a Tim Burton film starring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter.
Yep.
Shocking.
Surprise.
Also co-stars Emily Watson, Tracy Ullman.
Ullman.
Ullman?
UL.
Like almond?
Ullman.
And nice tie-in for you boys. You're thinking, I remember Superman, Corpse Bride, what the fuck? Also co-stars Michael Gow, who played Butler, Alfred, in Batman 89 through to like Batman and Robin, I think.
I was like,
so not related to Batman v
not
Superman.
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons, that's what and of course Tim Burton directed a Batman movie and was directing a Superman movie. Come on guys, get the hint. Wake up. Written and directed by...
Did he actually direct the Superman movie, or is that...
Nope.
Okay, that never... Okay.
Like signed on, but...
Oh, he is?
Superman Lives with Nicolas Cage.
Okay,
in
yes,
the 90s,
okay. Yes, okay.
Pretty good. Didn't love it. You know.
Pretty average, I feel.
Yeah. Very average. You guys agree?
Yeah.
I thought people loved this movie. No. People not love it?
Decent.
You gotta talk to someone else besides Jake McCannell.
I was gonna say Jake and my girlfriend Emily are obsessed with it. It's very bleh. I may have watched it because it was only 77 minutes long and I was in a rush.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Thank you so much. I like the animation. The stop motion was cool. Johnny Depp's character's hair, it's just like flopping around all the time. Sick.
Johnny Depp always has great hair.
Yeah, I'm looking at him, and he looks like his character. Wow. He has the same hair.
He looks like a...
corpse.
Yes.
Basically. A reanimated corpse. Sorry, Ty.
Fuck you.
I'm pretty shocked by the box office here. $40 million budget. Opening weekend in the U.S., like domestically, $385,000. That's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's despicable.
I
That's
didn't
horrifying.
think it did. I thought it did really well in the box office.
Well, you thought wrong, bud.
$300K?
$300K.
It's like
just
the worst
repulsive.
I've ever heard.
I know, right? I'm like horrified right now.
Did it make budget? Like, did it?
Eventually, no, I don't
No?
think it did.
Shit.
No.
No,
Maybe-
without opening.
No.
I'm sure when it hit Blu-ray, they posted like nominated for Best Animated Picture on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that helped a bit. Maybe. Ugh.
That's ruthless.
Yeah,
I liked it.
you've seen it.
Yes.
You
Of
liked
course
it.
I've seen it.
You like, yeah. Well, yeah.
Shitty
You should've
movie,
known.
Tim Burton, Johnny Depp. Of course I've seen it.
It's got all your
Yeah.
requirements.
All the boxes ticked.
I liked it. I didn't
Really?
love it. I think it was like I think it was the best thing he ever did. It was
Well,
It's
I
okay. It's pretty okay. That's the thing.
wasn't a shitty movie.
It's not.
no, I didn't
bad.
like hate it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was good.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed
it. I will say I want Johnny Depp and even Tim Burton to stick to animation. I like Johnny Depp when he
I don't like seeing his face. You're right.
ruthless.
it. Fuck you.
I like when he voices characters. Like I love Rango. I love this. Sorry, he was good in this. I love Rango.
Who directed Rango?
Pirates of the Caribbean director.
Gore Verbinski.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Timmy B and Johnny D need to stick to stop motion. And stop motion only. Boom.
go.
I'm out.
Mic drop.
Heavy 2. Fuck you.
Heavy too. I'm gonna jump in then because I have a tie-in to what you were just saying there. The movie I watched as my last scene. You're in shock right now.
Yeah.
Ghost Ride?
No, was originally the studio wanted Johnny Depp to star in, but didn't result in that. That's the closest tie-in I got.
Okay. So it could be literally anything.
Literally, a young pilot stumbles onto a prototype jetpack that allows him to become a high-flying masked hero.
You watched The Rocketeer,
I watched The Rocketeer.
directed by Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnston, who also did Captain America, the first Captain America film, as well as Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Jumanji, and Page Master.
All the greatest hits from the
Who
90s.
did he create? What iconic character? The look for.
Who did he create?
The look for.
You
No.
beats me. Fill me in.
Boba Fett? No?
Really?
Yeah, he was costume designer on Empire, right? Is that where he first appears?
I think so.
He was costume designer, like, literally, like, him and him alone did, like, the whole
Well,
look.
that makes sense because this is about a jetpack flying masked hero.
Interesting.
Interesting.
And the only reason Boba Fett's an interesting character is because he looks cool, so I
It's
like
true,
to
he
say
does
he
nothing,
basically
which is-
created
yeah.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
This film, I will say, this film has pretty decent production. Like at the time, I mean, it was done by ILM, which is George Lucas's like Industrial Light and Magic. They did the special effects in this movie. Although I will say they look quite dated now,
Oh, really?
but I'm sure at the time this came out in 1991, so early 90s. I will say starring Bill Campbell, who at the time was an unknown. They cast an unknown in the lead role.
He's still an unknown.
He
to
beat
me.
out Johnny Depp.
Still an unknown.
Who's Bill Campbell? I don't know that.
He's literally this is the only
Oh.
major thing on his filmography.
Okay.
He's done some other shows. He was in like The Killing and stuff like that, which is recently.
Hey Johnny, I'm glad I'm sad you didn't get that role. Who'd you lose to? Bill Campbell.
Yeah.
That up and comer.
Yeah. Oh.
The rest of the cast, though, a bunch of character actors, well-known actors. Jennifer Connelly was the
He's
co-star.
Emily's favorite actress.
Alan Arkin,
Nice.
Timothy Dalton.
Nice.
I know. Ty would like that.
Getting hard.
Paul Sorvino, who was in Goodfellas. Terry O'Quinn
Yeah.
from Lost.
Locke.
From Lost. Played Howard Hughes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
He was channeling his inner Leo D.
He literally played Howard Hughes.
Yes.
In this movie?
In this movie. Terry O'Quinn played Howard Hughes in this movie.
Like the Devil in the White City guy?
No.
Who's Howard Hughes? The
Howard, the
aviator. guy.
aviator.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think H.H. Holmes. Fuck. Serial killer.
Out of all the times I've messed up names, I think that one takes the cake.
H.H. Holmes and Howard Hughes. I mean, that's... And both...
Good thing I didn't
Leo
say
D.
Hugh Glass. That's what I thought he was talking about. Damn it.
This movie is
Damn you.
it's pretty meh. This movie's pretty meh.
I
I've
heard
heard people love this. Yeah.
cult classic status. Yeah. I'm all hyped to see it.
No, it's very cliche. It's very
I'm deleting it from my letterbox watch list right now.
no surprises. Very by the book. And once I found out it was Disney that did it.
Was it by the book or did it write the book?
Ooh.
No, it's just I don't know. He plays this like typical hero, stumbles upon his like power of a jetpack. Basically, this is set in 1939, so jetpacks are
Very
pretty
Captain
advanced.
America 1.
Jennifer Connelly is like the girlfriend who like becomes a damsel in distress. Alan Arkin is like his friend, mechanic, like mentor who like helps him out. Timothy Dalton plays basically like Errol Flynn. Like he was like an actor. He played an actor in Hollywood who was like secretly like a neo, like not like a Nazi, not a neo-Nazi, a Nazi, like fascist, and who was like the swashbuckling like mustache twirling villain in it. It was ridiculous. And
Did you read the IMDb trivia for this?
No.
Because they usually, I'm reading it now, and the first thing is talk about how he plays a swashbuckling actor.
I say that it's kind of hard not to say swashbuckling.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the movie where
He swashbuckles?
he's literally swashbuckling with a sword fighting a guy
I mean,
like Robin Hood.
I've got to see this movie.
And
Literally swashbuckles.
it's ridiculous. Timothy Dalton, I feel like, had a good time filming this movie. Like, he was pretty
I really
hilarious.
wish he would do more.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Hot Fuzz, he's great.
Yeah,
Well,
Hot
he was
Fuzz.
great in Hot Fuzz.
He was a great Bond. I feel like he.
This is right, like, he did, like, what, Living Daylights, like, a couple years before
Yeah,
this.
it was just like I think it was
License
3
to
or 4
Kill.
years before it.
Like,
Maybe
that was
87.
late 80s when
Yeah.
he did the Bond movie.
87, I think.
So he was still Bond. They hadn't cast anyone else
Yeah.
after him. Like, he
Wow.
was still Bond when this came out. But this is the plot. Like, I don't remember laughing once. I don't remember being surprised by anything that happened on screen. It was very typical.
Ruthless.
I found it. But the visuals were nice, I guess.
What's the Rotten Tomato score on this?
Rotten Tomato score? I'll have to double check that.
I'll remember in a minute. Hang on.
Because I'm very interested to know just because.
IMDb score is 6.4.
How
The
dated?
Rotten Tomatoes 61%.
Oh, so it's not overly like down.
Still
It's
fresh,
not bad.
Yeah.
That's
It's
certified
just
fresh.
it's very like once I found out it was Disney, it just made perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Disney.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been a lot more, I feel like, if it
Sounds very much
wasn't Disneyfied.
It sounds very much like his other movie, Captain America: First Avenger. Just kind of like mediocre Disney, like typical superhero-y type thing. I can see why they picked him, right?
I actually like. What do you mean? You thought that was very typical?
Yeah. The first
first
Captain
one?
America?
Yeah.
You guys like that?
When it first came out,
Yeah. It's like.
I think that's night and day over this.
You think it's way better than Rocketeer?
than this? Yeah.
I I think that about Captain America: First Avenger, not Winter Soldier, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
think
you're
it's
just-
very like Disney, like
Yeah.
Safe.
You're describing First Avenger
It's-
when you say that to me. When you
yeah.
say
It's hard to compare those two because
Really?
they were made like how many years? 20 years apart.
That's insane.
So, the one reason that I didn't know anything about this movie going in is I'm pretty sure, like you, Adam, you probably saw the poster or heard maybe some things about it.
No, I heard
It has a
nothing.
pretty amazing
Saw the
poster,
Yeah, the poster's
Yeah.
like
great.
Art Deco
That's why I wanted to
style
see it.
poster of him like in the suit and everything, and it looks amazing. I'm like, what the heck is this about? Like really cool production, but overall it's pretty meh. I can't really recommend it. If you want to watch a Disney hero thing, then go ahead.
I must see it.
Jennifer Connelly is pretty hot, I will say, in this movie. This is 1991 Jennifer Connelly. So, other than that, that's all I got.
Well,
I'm going to give it, as far as reels go, I'm going to go light 3. Light 3.
Sweet.
Could be a heavy 2, but light 3. Very average.
Okay.
On to you, Ty.
I'll jump in
Yeah, what do you got?
because
for
I've got a
us?
bit of a tie onto yours.
Oh,
believe it or not.
really?
I watched. Not only do I tie on to Scott's last scene, but it ties in pretty big to not only the movie we're reviewing, but a future movie that's going to be connected to. If you go into my draft, I'm
I don't
talking about
actually catch
a
it.
2012 film.
oh,
Do you know? Maybe?
No, I was going to say Green Lantern. That's 2011.
No.
Thank God.
Fuck. Acting under the cover of a Hollywood producer scouting a location film, a CIA agent launches a dangerous operation to rescue 6 Americans from Tehran during the U.S. hostage crisis in 1980. Ben Affleck's Argo.
Fuck yourself.
Thank you. Now I can't say that later. Fuck you.
Or go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I watched Argo.
Best Picture winner.
Yes. So
Bizarrely.
Ruthless.
Wow.
Holy
I'm
fuck.
gonna read a couple things and we're gonna get back into that. Starring, of course, Ben Affleck, Bryan Cranston, Alan Arkin,
Alan Arkin.
John Goodman,
boy.
Victor Garber, Tate Donovan, Clea Duvall, Scoot McNairy.
Tie-in.
Oh, shit.
Well, I have time to what?
He's in Batman v
Wheelchair
Superman.
guy.
Oh my god, he is Wheelchair Guy!
Oh my god, yes.
Yes. Okay, don't mock me. Argo, thank you. I loved this movie.
There it is.
Yeah, I watched it. Like going into it, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have to like I feel like I should I hadn't seen it, and I feel like I should like it. Like before I even saw it, but I really did. Kind of cool that it was like based on a true story, which is really cool. Only after being like declassified in like 96 or something like that.
What are your thoughts on the Canadian outrage towards this movie? The fact that they downplayed Canada's involvement.
I'm assuming that's the thing. I was assuming they did because it seemed like the Canadians had a big hand in this, but they didn't show. They showed very little. I don't know much about the Iran crisis, but I'm assuming that Canada had a bigger part in this.
Are you also mad that Ben Affleck was playing a Latino man?
I didn't know.
I saw that actually. Tony Mendez.
Yeah.
Was he? I think I haven't seen a picture yet of actual Tony Mendez, but he's Latino.
Full out Latino, yeah.
Tony Mendez.
Christ.
Wow. So a little bit of whitewashing going on.
A little bit.
Little.
Wee bit of Hollywood
Not at all.
going on.
No, you don't think so?
Nope.
Not at all.
No.
Okay.
So is this Ben Affleck's directorial debut?
Nope.
No.
No. Okay. Just wondering because I'm ignorant. in that
Gone
fact.
Baby Gone in the Town and then this.
Oh, no, I do that.
So
Okay,
he's
yeah.
He done two. Pretty decent track record so far.
He does have a good track record.
Yeah. So after seeing this,
3-0.
looking at the Batman solo film,
Get fucking hyped.
I'm pretty hyped
Which
now.
he's not confirmed yet.
He's not confirmed to direct now.
He did make some comments this week
Yeah.
heavily implying he's in the middle of writing it. And obviously...
Probably
come on.
directing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
With Jeff Johns, DC comic book writer.
Amazing.
Soundtrack of this was really cool.
I remember it being good, but...
Yeah. Not necessarily like the score. The score was good, not amazing. Like in my mind, like not like overly memorable.
Mm-hmm.
But the soundtrack though was cool. A lot of like hit 70s songs, like late 70s, early 80s songs that were loving it.
Just to jump in, I just remembered there was like that massive outrage about Affleck being like the biggest directing snub in Oscar history or something.
He won the Directors Guild Award, and then I don't think he was even nominated for the Oscar.
Exactly.
Wow.
He's the Lego Movie of directors.
Yeah.
Wow.
He literally won every directing award from what I heard. Like every directing award that exists
That year.
and
then
not even nominated for the Oscar.
wow.
Insane, right?
Okay, so like having seen this, I am now outraged.
And then won Best Picture as
His
a
speech was
producer.
great because he was so happy.
Yeah, it was genuinely like
yeah, it was actually really nice.
he was stuttering
to
and
see
like teary-eyed and like shaking. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you should watch it.
But having been snubbed, that fucking sucks.
Messed up, right?
Yeah.
Who won that year? What was it? 2012?
2012.
Would have been. Was it 12 Years a Slave? Steve McQueen?
Nope.
No.
I'll look it up. I remember it.
Great casting. Even like the character, like not character artists, but like the B characters, all like huge actors.
I liked Alan Arkin.
Yeah, Alan
Yeah.
Arkin was really
Not just because he was
good in
tied into my movie, but he was pretty hilarious.
this. And actually,
Pretty awesome.
Scoot McNairy's character kind of bugged me Like he just kind of pissed me off throughout the
He
movie.
was like the annoying guy that like didn't want to go along with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
It's his usual character.
This is a really weird kind of. I'm associating with Dylan Moran in Shaun of the Dead.
Wow.
Like I don't know why, but like that. Like as soon as I saw him, I was just like, this fucking guy. Just get what's going on. Just fucking do it. But like the entire time, I was just kind of pissed off by his character, even though he did it pretty well though.
Tim, who
Best
won that
director
year?
for that year. I'm okay with this because I love this movie. Ang Lee won for Life of Pi. Also nominated though
Over Argo.
was Michael Haneke for Amour. Ben Zeitlin for Beasts of the Southern Wild. Steven Spielberg for Lincoln, and David O. Russell for Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah. Ben Affleck should have been replaced to 2 of those people.
Yeah, at least 2.
2 Afflecks over Amour and Beast.
Haneke,
Have you guys seen Beasts of the Southern
Zeitlin,
Wild,
and
though?
Spielberg. Yeah.
No.
The movie's great.
Right. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Nomination.
Really? What about Amour?
I haven't seen it, so I can't
Amour's
say.
probably trash.
None of us have seen it, so we can't actually
Well, I know Beast of the Southern Wild and Amour didn't win any Best Directing awards from anywhere else because Ben Affleck hoarded them all. So
say. That's fair.
Thank you. Now, the one thing I kind of missed from this was I wish they'd show more shots of Iran, like beautiful, like really, like they showed like a shot, like a lot of stuff in Iran, but not a lot of like gorgeous, like.
Did you wish they played Iran So Far Away, whatever it's called, by Flock of Seagulls?
Maybe like the credits or something. Like
That would have been
Have that in
And
the video
I ran so much.
That would have been amazing.
I want to see more cinematic shots of Iran. Like I feel like they could have done more there. But
Fair.
other
Okay.
than that, yeah, I guess
Interesting.
it's a gorgeous city. You know, I feel like they could have shot more more
Destination
shots there.
Vacation City.
Yeah. Okay.
But not on the no directorial nom for that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's blame that.
Clearly
Didn't
that's
put
why.
the cinema.
This is totally like sidebar. There's a picture of like I'm assuming it's 2 2 leaders of Iran. I'm not sure who they're like maybe they're political leaders of Iran. I'm not sure, but it's a quick 1-second shot of them on a wall, and one is like their current leader. I'm not really sure who it was, but then the second one looked like Adrian Brody. It was super weird, and I'm gonna send the picture to Scott for when this is edited, and we're gonna show this picture, and it's
I don't think Adrian Brody is
guarantees.
an ex-leader of Iran, but
No
No.
guarantees
Who
that photo
knows?
gets put up because
It's-
it's pretty obscure.
Tim, edit this out. This is racist.
no. It looks so much. I'm gonna show you guys the photo later. It's so
Okay.
weird, but
Something like
Well,
that
yeah.
would take you out of the movie.
it did. It really did.
That guy looks
if
like
you were watching
Adrian
this
Brody.
with someone, you would have been like, "Is that Adrian Brody?"
I paused it and I was just like, no.
Looking through the cast.
Go IMDb it.
But he wouldn't have said Adrian Brody. He would have said like Adam Brody or something. Is that Adam Brody?
No, see, no.
No, the pianist.
The piano.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
6 out of 5 then?
I'm going to I'm going to call this segment the Tyler Totter because I'm always kind of sitting on between 2 ratings here. I'm going to go. Are you okay, Tim?
I'm waiting for you to give us some really weird low score,
It's like
like a 2 or something.
I'm giving this a 4
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
out of 9.
At least it matches. It matches the review. All right, 4 to 5 reels for Argo. All right, let's move on into our movie of the week.
You boys ready?
Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This movie came out this past week, March 25th, 2016. Currently sitting at 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Sad Adam.
Sad Adam. Sad Vito.
Directed by Zack Snyder, starring Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jesse Eisenberg, Amy Adams, Jeremy Irons, Lawrence Fishburne,
Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter, Diane Lane. Am I missing anyone? Scoot McNairy.
Scoot McNairy.
Scoot.
Nope,
Okay.
you got it.
this movie, the aftermath of Man of Steel, Superman destroyed Metropolis, Batman not so happy about that. They go
Along with the
head-to-head.
fans of
Holly
movies.
Hunter plays a senator who's putting together this, not task force, but tribunal to discuss how what Superman should do, kind of thing, and Batman's trying to get back at Superman, and Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor has got his hand in things.
Lex Luthor Jr. Got it right.
LLJ.
Guys, where do we start here with Batman v Superman?
So much hype. 3 years of waiting. It was supposed to come out in 2015.
Yeah.
Then got delayed. It's been an internet whirlwind. What are we going to do here, boys?
I don't know where to start.
Where do we start on BVS DOJ? Beavis Dodge.
Let's start with the cast. How we felt about the cast, maybe? Right place to start.
No, overall,
General thoughts, Tim.
let's give our general thoughts.
Okay.
We'll get into the
You
actors.
idiot.
Tim, let's start with you then.
Wait. I think we should start with Switty, the resident DC basher, who's been shredding this movie for
Kelsey, love it.
years.
Honestly, I'm still looking for a picture of Adrian Brody.
Perfect.
Okay, Tim. What are your general thoughts
Perfect.
and feelings about Batman v Superman?
Okay.
Tim looks visibly stressed out.
Come
on,
I want
Timmy.
the viewers or the listeners to know.
Okay. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna one reel this thing. I'm also not gonna give it anything higher than a low 3, heavy 2 probably. So it's in a pretty small range. And most of that score is gonna be due to Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Fair. I'm going to jump in.
Oh. Shit.
I'm kind of with Tim.
Oh?
I have a little bit more to say than that. But
Yeah, I can join in with you.
I'm very conflicted about this movie. There's good parts of it, good sequences, good moments, good ideas, but again, very conflicted. There's really bad parts too.
Yeah.
Really bad. I feel like poorly written, put together. Everything felt shoehorned and it didn't flow with the editing and the way one scene was put with the next scene together. I just felt like it was very, I don't know, it was jumbled together. It wasn't coherent.
What's worse is that this thing finished filming a year and a half ago, so they've been doing edits on it for
You gotta wonder about studio interference though,
Yeah.
with having to fit all this stuff in, and if they condensed the storyline and made it a little bit more focused, it might have been a little bit easier to follow. Not that it wasn't hard, it wasn't easy to follow. I understood what was happening. It's just why certain things, why,
Yeah.
Why is this happening? This is irrelevant. And when it does, certain things pay off. I'm like, okay, it paid off, but why do I still don't care? Things I don't know. There's certain side plots that happen that I really just didn't care about. Focus on the things that we should be caring about, and overall very conflicted.
Yeah.
When you guys can jump in.
I agree with you, and I found the best way to describe it was it felt like there was so much going on, but nothing was actually happening. Yeah. I feel like that was I came to I feel like that's the best way to describe it. There's so much happening, but nothing.
And some cool stuff happening.
Yeah, it was really cool, but nothing was it didn't. It was just okay, now this is happening. There was no. It didn't feel right.
Yeah.
So Adam.
Overall, did you
overall
love?
I didn't love it. Although I didn't think it was going to be as it's not as big of a piece of shit as I thought it was going to be. I'll say that.
Ruthless.
But it was not amazing by any means. I was still disappointed.
Adam, over to you.
I'm happy you guys saved me for last after giving your opinions.
Because I'm sure you differ. I'm guessing.
No,
Well,
he didn't.
Scott, if you were to guess that, you would be wrong.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know what to make of this movie. Like, there's stuff I loved, there's stuff I hated, there's stuff I was indifferent to. It's just a mishmash.
Yeah.
Just a gumbo.
I'm surprised we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Just a gumbo of DC stew. I don't know, man. It's almost like in the sense that like
quantify.
Star Wars was so dense with stuff happening, you had to see it a couple times to fully come to terms with it. That's kind of how I feel about this. Obviously, very different. Star Wars, I was like loved initially.
Yeah.
This is like, it's just like I don't even know. I love Batman portions. Like I thought Affleck was great.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not breaking news. Literally every review is saying that. Love Batman, hate everything else. But I can't like disagree. I don't know. I thought Batman was handled really well.
And maybe I recently watched Collider's spoiler review of this film.
I was gonna watch that, but I didn't.
And John Schnepp, shout out to John Schnepp,
Shut up.
who absolutely tore this movie apart.
No,
And,
really?
Yes, he did. And I have to agree with
Wow.
one point that he made about how the motivations for the characters
Yeah.
aren't known at all. Besides Batman. Batman you understand because that opening sequence, okay, yes, we've all seen it happen before.
Great opening sequence.
But I thought that was done well. And the first half hour of when you see him running through Metropolis to get to the tower, and then when you finally see him become this old, bitter Batman who's been through the shit 20 years, and, you know, he's just done. He's just, like, killing people, like, whatever, you know, which is another point. But
Don't even get me started on that.
but he's very, like, cynical, like, been through it. You understand why, because you've seen what he's been through and what he's experienced. Whereas Henry Cavill, you don't necessarily get that with Superman. His character, you don't understand his motivations sometimes. And definitely Lex Luthor. Like, why is he so mad? Why is he trying to pit them against each other? Why is he this megalomaniac? They don't explain any of his
That's very well
motivations
said.
behind it.
Yeah.
That's very well said. Because I couldn't pinpoint what it was, but I think that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly? What
Why?
we don't know anything about Lex Luthor. Why is he so mad?
I think that's the reason that Ben Affleck's probably the standout in this movie is that
You get to
he's
see...
actually he's a character in this movie, right? Like we get him.
Yeah.
Is he in it? It might just be my memory because I liked him the most. Is he in it more than Superman? I feel like he is.
You could be.
Like he's at the beginning, middle, and end. He's like all the way through.
He bookends the movie.
Yeah.
Starts with him and ends with him.
It's like Batman's the first name in the title.
It
like,
is Batman
versus
Superman.
Superman.
You see his origin in like the credits.
Which I like.
That
Yeah.
was really well done.
Give me as much Batman as possible. Actually, give me only Batman, please.
I just wish, I wish they treated the other big characters with the same respect in that sense, where they showed the other characters' motivations and not Amy Adams at some warlord weapons bullshit.
Thank you. Can we talk about that? I hated that stuff.
Like, I don't
What is
care.
this?
Show me something I care about.
Thank you. I was like, what? Why are we here? Why? Like, what? I don't care about
Now
any of this.
here's the thing: if they were to go into like they did great things for Batman. They showed his origin. They showed like even if it was brief, they showed it. They showed
Which is good.
which is great. His is really well done. They showed his motivation. They showed him growing as a character.
Mm-hmm.
If they had done like they didn't do that for a lot of the other characters, but they had so many characters in this to have done that with all of them. You know what are we what are we left with?
But I mean, we already got Man of Steel, so we understand some of Superman's. We understand his motivations, like where he stands.
Yeah.
So that I understand, but the villain Lex Luthor, we don't know anything about him, right?
Yeah.
So that's mainly it's Lex Luthor, really. Like, why do I care?
Can we talk about? We need to talk about Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg.
Performance. What did we think? Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
You want me to say what I thought?
Chime in, Adam.
Fucking worst performance I've ever seen in a comic book movie. And there's been some doozies. He was on 11. He's doing Jim Carrey's Riddler from like Batman Forever. Just going full retard. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I can understand how he got an audition and they saw this and thought this was really good. And then he made it in the movie, without getting fired. I was baffled.
That's the thing. You can't really fault Jesse Eisenberg for that because he went to the audition and he
They
passed the
accepted.
audition and like perfect, do that again. That's what they wanted.
But I like the writing of the character. Like if you can actually separate his performance from the dialogue, like I like some of the dialogue. Some of those lines are well written, I feel, but the way he delivers them is horrifying.
Just need a word for people too dumb.
I'm with Tyler though.
It's a good line.
Terrible line.
It's a well written line. He delivers it terribly. You wouldn't think it was terrible if it wasn't Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like it's not Eisenberg's fault because the studio was the one that got him to do it. Like they wanted
you
that.
Like what I'm doing? Okay,
the
I'll do
studio
more.
wanted that.
Yeah.
And
I
Snyder.
think for what he was given and what he was told, like I think you can't pinpoint it on just one thing, but I feel like I can't blame it necessarily on him. Like I don't
know if I'm blaming him.
I just liked
liked
his performance, but I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to.
I'm gonna agree.
Really?
I like if you guys recall, I hated this and I mocked Jesse Eisenberg. Like,
But you didn't hate it in the movie?
I didn't like it by any means, but I didn't hate it as much. It kind of grew on me a little bit, but I didn't hate it as much as I
I've been talking to
thought
people
it would.
today, and they were saying like they were pleasantly surprised by him, and I was like, wanted to pull my hair out.
I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to.
I hated it more than I thought I would.
I still really, really disliked it, but I didn't hate it as much as I thought.
I wonder if it's maybe the fact that we saw him do those dumb lines in the trailers already.
Yeah.
And so we've already come to terms
Like lessen the blow.
We've already come to terms with those moments. So then when we saw him do other things that weren't as dumb, we're like, oh, that's actually not
okay.
that bad.
All right.
But
just hated.
But again, I disliked
moment he was on screen.
Tim, though.
Please agree with me, man. Please, man.
I didn't hate it. I did dislike it though. It was.
I want you guys to hate it.
Roughly where I thought it would land. I think.
Yeah.
Not good. In other words,
it's not very good.
No
There's
Heath Ledger?
when he's not doing his weird like which he does a lot when he's throwing the photographs at
Does it
Superman.
so much.
Yeah.
Not the top. He's
After every like speech, he's like,
The red capes are
"Why?"
coming. The red capes
like
are
you cut
coming.
that out, and that performance gets a little bit better. And then
He's like,
cut out the
like
weird,
Heath
like-
Ledger had the like lip, like
that's
know,
what
the
actually
tongue.
I saw this with my girlfriend, and she clued in that he wasn't playing like a Joker origin story because they finally mentioned his name. She's like, "Oh, right, that's Superman's villain, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's not the Joker."
Wow. Yeah.
He's doing like a bad impression of like.
Yeah, I got like poor man's Heath Ledger Joker and Jim Carrey's like Riddler.
Can we pause for a second though?
Yeah.
Can we get Ashley's corner right now?
Oh, he has an Ashley's corner.
Yes.
What did Ashley think?
She's not a comic book fan, and she thought this movie was very okay.
Right on the money.
All right.
All right.
She has a big theory about. Her theory makes more sense. She explained it to Tyler and Scott the other day that Batman is just pretty much like really insecure that Superman is better at saving people, and then eventually he's just come over to Gotham City and like save Gotham, and Batman would be like, "Well,
just
fuck, I
jealous
don't
of
have a
his
job
skills.
now."
I love that.
He's jealous of
That
his
would have been
skills.
better motivation for the fight than what we got. Would be if it's she was like they should have been like a rivalry type thing instead of just being this weird.
And that's
debacle.
one thing, again, shout out to John Schnepp. I'm kind of just totally with him on his assessment of the film. He mentioned that he didn't love, and I also, when I watched it, I didn't love the reason when they actually finally fought.
No.
The reason was like because Lex kidnapped Martha Kent, and he was forcing Superman to fight Batman to save his... It was just... I feel like it should have been over their ideologies, which is where they differed, and where it seemed like they were heading. Like that was the clash.
That was.
They should have gone with the comic book, The Dark Knight Returns, which is where Batman has gotten out of hand, and the government was like, "Hey, Superman, can you go into Gotham and like stop him because he's gonna like murder someone soon?"
Yeah,
because he gets blamed for killing the Joker. Sorry, spoiler on the comic, I guess. But that should have been the motivation where like this whole like anti-Superman thing makes like not very much sense.
But I understand it though for like the
makes sense with how they ended Man of Steel with him like destroying the city. I'm like
how they ended Man of Steel.
They
and how
set
they
that
became...
up poorly to set up this.
Yeah,
but they didn't even talk much about the Metropolis thing being destroyed.
Metropolis looked fine. Except for that huge crater.
Yeah.
They went more into how he went to save Lois Lane in Africa somewhere, in Kenya or something,
Yeah,
and
that
how
makes sense.
some random people died there,
That was
and that's what they were
Well,
like.
they think
Not
Superman's coming
not
down
that
and,
thousands
like,
of people
rifling
died
a bunch
in
of people.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa, you killed people that weren't American citizens?
That was what they
This-
were talking about.
yeah.
Not Metropolis.
I don't know, it's weird.
How can you forget about Metropolis? And
Some
why?
people got like shot to death in the desert. Like, how's that Superman's MO at all?
No.
Yeah, did they...
He's a god. Why would he
Planted
be
the
like
bullets?
shooting bullets at? Oh,
Spoiler
it's
alert.
Weird.
I guess.
That's the first like 10 minutes. Whatever.
True, yeah.
Plus, Superman straight up murders that dude in the first 10 minutes, right?
That's what I was going to
There
say.
There's no way that guy survived that thing.
No, there was a lot of killing in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I was horrified. Like, I loved Batman, but that's one thing I didn't love. He appears to be murdering people.
Cold-blooded.
Yes,
Is
he's
that
not
right?
like disarming them. He's killing people.
I mean, he's shooting...
Like shooting rockets at people and stuff.
He's like, exploding
Throwing cars on top of like other cars.
Yeah, like he used that car, and when he flips that thing, no one gets out. He shoots it and drags it through the streets, and then bashes another car with it.
Like, I hated
There
him.
are people in both cars.
I hated him, like, touching guns, and there was a lot of...
He's like holding a sniper rifle at one point. I'm like,
what the
oh my god! At
Yeah,
least he
right?
shot a tracker out of it.
Yeah,
Wasn't a bullet.
Yeah, it was a homage
Like,
to... It was a homage to the comic, because he has, like, a grapple sniper rifle thing. I was hoping it would be that, but...
There was like a bunch of gadgets that he used, which I loved in the warehouse scene,
which were pretty cool.
where he has like the little gadget that like shoots and disarms people's guns and stuff.
Yeah,
You guys see that?
Yeah.
That's great. That happens.
Is that
in-
when he, like, hits that trigger and all the guns, like...
yeah, and all the
yeah.
guns don't work.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
See, that's Batman.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
and then he just goes and kills other people though. So.
Yeah, he does, like, when he's, like, kind of choking out that guy and he uses his gun to, like, shoot at everyone, I'm like, Batman would never... He would break a gun and throw it away. He would never touch a gun.
Yeah.
I hate Batman touching guns. Snyder, stop giving him guns in his hand.
I did like how he had to, because obviously, like, he's competing with, like, gods, right? And he's
Right.
just a man.
And that was the big thing. Everyone's like, how in live action can Batman, like, be toe-to-toe with, like, these god-level heroes?
There's an obvious, like,
We've never seen that
tool
before.
that he can use, but I did like how he was using his grappling hook to, like, move himself around, use his gadgets to help him.
And that scene actually
his
didn't look
intellect?
as bad as I thought it would. You saw it in the commercial; like it looked kind of CG, and it actually looked pretty good.
Looked a little bit better.
Should we do ratings and spoilers? Just we're treading that,
We are
Territory?
treading that line.
Yeah.
or anything else you guys want to
So I
generally
think
say
it's
about
There's
it?
a couple of things I want to say, because... there was some spoilery things that I want to mention, but one thing I do want to mention, I did really like Batman's fighting. Like,
Yeah,
the way
of
he
course.
fought, like,
It's a lot more
near the
like
end,
kinetic.
but it was shown in the trailer. I love how it was very Arkham Asylum
Yeah.
style. I did enjoy that.
How about the score?
I like the score.
Yeah.
I liked it. I wasn't crazy about the Jesse Eisenberg score. How, like, it would kind of, like, change whenever he was talking. You know what I'm talking about? Be, like, kind of, like, twiny, like, stringy plucking.
Especially in that den scene.
Like, annoying sound, kind of like when he talks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe it was fitting. Maybe it actually...
It literally made me, like, not like him more. It was like the music version of his performance. It was like, ding dong, bang, 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 bing, bing. And I was like, oh, I hate this guy so much.
I loved the score.
Yeah?
I thought it was. We saw it with.
I didn't
with an
dislike
old friend Connor
Yeah,
Tino.
shout out to Connor Tino.
Shout out to Connor, who actually
He
wasn't.
disliked the score.
Did not like the score.
He pointed out the score
Savage.
specifically.
He said it was over.
drummy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I like
but
the drums.
I like the drums.
I like the
mean,
heavy drums.
Sorry, Connor.
Classic
Yeah.
Zimmer.
I thought it was
More like
fantastic.
classic Junkie XL.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it was huge. Hans Zimmer, great. Then Junkie XL was just like it was just huge.
He gave his spin on things, which he did, like the Batman theme, and they collaborated. But you can see his influence on the Wonder Woman theme when she's finally revealed.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Huge. I love that.
The
Like,
score
huge
changes
operatic.
there, and they sort of.
I
plays
didn't
with
like
theme.
that score, the Wonder Woman.
You
No?
didn't like it.
Felt
I
like
loved
90s, like.
loved it.
I was like, what the fuck?
I thought
I just didn't want her to
loved
be in the movie, also, so maybe that was part of it.
Wow.
That comes
Can we
down.
talk about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman real quick?
I was gonna say, like, my negatives, like everything but Batman. Really, I don't know. She wasn't like the worst. I just don't want her to be in the movie. I just wanted like Batman versus Superman streamlined. That should be the movie. Not this weird treading like narrow ground of like trying to introduce Justice League, but not give us Justice League and like this half-assed. You know what I mean? Like weird.
I liked Wonder Woman in it.
Yeah?
I thought they dealt with her character because she wasn't in it a lot. She was in it a small amount, but she was in it kind of like sprinkled in every once in a while. You could see her, and I thought they treated her character well. I think we'll get into it later, but the Justice League part of that, I don't necessarily think was done well. But I think the character of Wonder Woman,
Diana Prince,
I
liked.
Yeah,
I will say that. Iffy on her accent, like she's supposed to have an accent.
Yeah, she's like an Amazonian princess.
Is that an Amazonian accent?
I heard her accent. I wasn't sure what it was.
She's been played by like white women in the past. Makes no sense.
Yeah, she sounds like Russian or something. Like, what is she?
In real life, she's from Israel.
She's Israeli.
She has that like whatever accent. It just was kind of like off-putting, but I didn't mind her. It was just
because it's like not quite like you can't quite place it, which makes sense.
Which is good, actually. Yeah, when you put it that way.
Because really, what is an Amazonian accent?
Yeah, that's fair.
Exactly.
Well, like my problem is though, it all goes back to the trailers. I just think this movie was marketed bad because I feel like I saw
way too much
beginning, middle, and end in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times everyone says that, and then you see the movie and it's fine. You're like, wow, they really didn't show everything.
They ruined her reveal.
Yeah.
They did.
Her reveal was no impact when I was in the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was like
telling everyone this.
I was like, oh, she's gonna block the laser shot. Like,
spoiler
I already
alert,
saw
Scott.
It wasn't even a spoiler. We already knew that.
Oh wait, that's right.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, okay,
it's
yeah.
Just, disappointing.
Don't Doomsday, dude. Don't tell anyone. Oh wait, it was in the fucking trailer.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Cards.
Jesse Eisenberg creates Doomsday. Oh no! Wait.
Oh, dude, don't tell anyone.
Wait, Doomsday is Zod. Oh wait, no!
my
Like
God.
all this stuff we've already seen. Like all these big impact points were given away.
And they tried to damage control with the next trailer by showing more Batman.
No,
but it's too late.
No.
Again,
and then they just showed too much Batman. We're like, we do that whole warehouse fight scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
When you said the warehouse fight scene, I was like, well, yeah, I saw it in the trailer though.
Yeah.
Like, I was like numb the whole time. I'm just watching it like no reaction. Yeah. I'm like, I should be like going nuts. Like, oh
Like,
shit, Wonder Woman!
But, yeah,
Like,
but we've already seen
Ben
it.
Affleck is standing on top of a drone piloted by Jeremy Irons. That's amazing.
But
A movie, zero impact.
like everything.
Drop you off on the 3rd floor. And just drops him off. And it's just like, awesome.
I did really like the back and forth between Alfred and Bruce Wayne, though.
Yeah.
There was a
throughout
one line of
Batman.
dialogue with Ben Affleck where he's saying how like 20 years in Gotham, look how many are good, like look and see how many like good men are left and how many stayed that way or whatever. I was like,
Get hype.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Affleck was great, man.
Yeah, he was a really good Batman and Bruce Wayne.
I love, like, yeah, he played the rage really well. Like, just, well, broken record. The lines that were in the trailer,
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
all of them were good.
Yeah.
Like the 1% line, like, there's even a 1% chance. We have to act now.
Yeah.
Whatever, like, he was sick.
I did like it. What do you guys think of his voice? Batman's voice.
great.
His
Batman's
Batman
voice?
voice.
Like the modulator?
Yeah.
I love that they finally did that.
Yeah.
They should have done it, like,
And it wasn't like I'm Batman. Like,
No, it was just like a deeper version of his own voice.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I love how they actually
I like
explained
the
it.
voice.
But it wasn't too much. It
Yeah.
wasn't
No.
like, like a
Yeah.
demon, which is terrifying.
Talk about that scene.
Let's rate this puppy.
we'll get into it.
Let's rate this puppy.
Tyler, let's start with you. We started you in the beginning. Let's start with you again and with your ratings.
Okay. I am going to give this
6 out of 5. First one ever.
a light.
5.
I'm
light
again.
5.
Light 2. Light 2.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Light 2.
Yeah.
You guys not shocked? That
All right.
sounds a bit ruthless, doesn't it?
But not after all the things we've said.
You
Think
really
about
just
it,
heard
though.
our conversation.
Think
right?
about it, though.
I guess.
How many positives we just
Don't
said?
get me wrong. Like, if I do, if I watch it again, I might go up to a 2.
I'm not saying it's a 5 for me, but I love Batman, and Batman is sprinkled throughout basically the entire movie. So
A movie on the whole, like the movie, like this movie on the
That's
whole.
like a 1.5 on Letterboxd. That's insane. That's
So
Fantastic
average
Four.
I'm seeing on.
Really?
Like
It does have 29%.
this could go up to a 2. if by some miracle, maybe a heavy 2. Maybe. But no,
Really?
it's a light 2.
Ruthless. I guess I'm not that different. I'll jump in. I'll hit it with a light 5. No. Light 3, I guess.
I'm gonna go with you, Adam. Light 3. I could go heavy 2. It's between a 2.5 on Letterboxd and a 3.
Tyler Totter. Nice.
I'd probably go 2.5 on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Just meh. Batman versus Super meh.
Coin that.
Trademark first, up your late.
Copyright.
Don't copy me.
Timbit?
I'll go with a heavy 2 on this bad boy.
Yeah.
For some reason, heavy 2 is fine, but light 2, I'm like, what?
It's a big difference. There's
It is.
2 and then another number between that.
Yeah. There's like light 2, and then there's like medium 2.
Because what I've been telling people, like, obviously we don't tell each other what we thought, but I've been telling like other people, like, if Avengers is like the pinnacle of a superhero team up movie, and Fan 4 Stick is the basement, this is like somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah.
This is
fair.
dead in
It's
the
like,
middle.
I'd say it's like lower level.
But for me, like, Fan 4 Stick is like 1.5 on Letterboxd. So to hear that this is like 1.5 on Letterboxd, I'm like, whoa. Like,
I think I gave us like a light, like
not
Fan Force,
bad.
like a light 0, I think.
Oh,
when we reeled it.
okay,
So
it's
as
higher.
far as your scale goes, it's in line.
Yeah.
Light 0.
Something like that I did.
A negative
Not even
5
a heavy
bang.
0.
Yeah.
It's made me a worse person for watching it. It's taken away from my life.
This changed me.
Well, let's jump into spoilers. If you guys haven't watched the movie yet, go watch the movie, come back, listen to our spoiler section. But let's get into it. Anything we want to mention off
Oh
the
boy.
bat that hasn't been spoiled in the trailers?
How about
No, that's impossible.
what actually stopped the Batman versus Superman fight?
Ridiculous.
How
Oh,
dumb
Martha
was
thing.
that? Like,
The Martha thing?
What's her? Say her name again. Why'd you say that name?
so stupid. Like the coincidence that they both have women in their life, both have mothers named Martha.
Who's
That's-
Martha?
Yeah,
But that is a thing.
it's a thing. But why? Like,
Which I
really?
never even
Out of like
noticed.
the ridiculous fight that was already started because of a ridiculous reason, it's that stops it.
Well, hang on. I kind of disagreed with you guys. I didn't think it was that ridiculous, the reasoning. What was the reason?
It's ridiculous.
To fight?
Batman's like,
To fight, I mean?
oh,
Not the Martha thing.
okay, the fight is just weird.
The fight? No, I'm not.
Well, I
talking about the
mentioned
fight.
why it wasn't
The Superman
them
part's
fighting
just odd.
themselves. They weren't fighting because their ideologies clashed. Their reasons for whatever fighting. It was because Lex Luthor forced
Was
Superman to
blackmailing.
fight him
Yeah.
by kidnapping his.
So
It's just, I don't know.
a
It's
fight
just-
that was already started for ridiculous reasons was stopped for ridiculous reasons.
It could have been solved with like a talk.
Yeah.
But Batman was already building all this stuff to fight Superman.
Yeah.
He was mad at him for the Metropolis destruction.
Which is fine. Fight for that reason.
Right.
Yeah.
But they didn't
That is
fight for that
fine.
reason.
What did they fight for?
Jesse Eisenberg
Because
kidnapped
he
Superman's
kidnapped his mother
Right.
and said,
Oh, and
if
said-
you don't kill Batman, then I'll kill your mother. That was the reason why they fought. At
Right,
that
but
particular moment.
Superman didn't go there to kill Batman.
mom. No, he went there to talk to Batman, and then
But
Batman
that's what
started
caused
fighting.
them to fight.
Yeah, but that's
What
like
is
that's what initiated the fight. That's what brought
That
Superman
didn't even
over to
bother-
Batman was the fact that Lex Luthor kidnapped Superman.
I like seeing him kidnap Martha.
Diane Lane.
Yeah, Diane Lane. I thought it was pretty ruthless. I was like, wow, he can actually do something.
But besides that, you guys were mentioning about the reason why the fight ended.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yes.
Batman's so pissed that Superman has gone unchecked and is just murdering people apparently, and then he's like, wait, our moms have the same name?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All of a sudden,
I think we just became best friends.
Yeah.
Amy Adams like,
Step brothers.
no, that's his mom's name. Like, bitch, why are you there?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate it. I thought it
I dislike that.
Yeah.
Well, it opened his eyes. He saw what he saw as a bloodthirsty alien monster that had to be put down. That made him relate to him and saw him as a human being with a mother.
Okay, when you
Who
paint
could
it
be
like
killed
okay,
like
see
his
now
own
if they
mother.
had gone about that in a different way, I think that would have been better. But just
Well,
because
Batman
like
to say that. Wait, I now view you as a human being.
no,
Our
no,
moms
if
have
they
the same name.
if it was more than just Superman saying Martha, yeah.
Well,
like,
that's what he was trying to tell him before Batman opened a can of fucking whoop ass on him. We talk about that fight though.
I'm in my mind, Batman still got his ass kicked pretty well.
Batman.
In my eyes, Batman won.
Batman KO'd.
Oh yeah, no,
one
but he
punch,
like
you're dead. Superman's dead. Literally could have killed him.
he showed up and Batman pushes Superman, and Superman just kicks the shit out of Batman in the first 5 seconds of the fight. Like he's
But then,
What?
who's walking away with Superman over his shoulder?
yes, yeah, but
Unconscious.
like Batman did get
throws him
wrecked
down
in
the building.
elbow.
I thought it was. I was like, wow, that's ruthless. Nope, not over. Let's swing him around the pillars a few times and fucking put a kryptonite spear to his throat and like almost cut his head off. I was like, holy shit, this is fucked. Yeah. I love that was my favorite scene in the movie, the actual fight.
I did like the moment when I was gonna say Ben Affleck, when Batman he's punching Superman in the face and like knocking his face over.
Oh yeah, that
and
was
then
sick.
his slowly
He
just stops.
ting.
That was sick.
I liked how Superman was affected by the kryptonite in that way. Like he could like recover from it. Like, I thought that was I kind of laughed during that moment. It was pretty jokes.
Him catching that grenade was pretty sick too. Superman catching the grenade that he shot.
Yeah.
Which kryptonite?
No,
Yeah.
the first one that was just gas.
Right. And
He caught it, but then it like blew up in his face. So it kind
And then he shot like another one like immediately afterwards. It was
Mr. Sunday pointed out like lead-based smoke grenade, and Superman can't see through lead. So,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I couldn't see Batman through that like
true.
smoke cloud.
Nice, cool. That makes
Sick,
sense.
pretty sick. I love the line, like, gave me goosebumps when he's like, my parents taught me to die in the gutter, and fucking like lassoed him and fucking swung him around. I was like, oh shit! I love that part.
that was pretty crazy.
Like, that's savage.
I did have a problem with that life lesson though. It's like that's what your parents died in the gutters, and that's the life lesson you got from this.
Yeah.
I think he was just being a little bit cynical in that
Yeah.
moment.
He's being ruthless. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
But you're gonna use that as a life lesson.
Like, I've
during
been
your
through
life
some
stuff.
shit. You're gonna go through some shit.
Yeah.
That's sick. And like, actually, yeah, his lines were sick. Like the "You're not brave, men are brave" line was pretty cool. And while delivering a nice punch to the face.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
It's cool.
I think we would be remiss without mentioning the Justice League introductions.
Oh, the Justice League were introduced in this, were they?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that part.
Wasn't in the
What are
trailer.
your guys?
So I didn't see it.
Yeah, at least it wasn't. At least we didn't see that in the trailer.
Like, is that what they were thinking? Like, no, we're gonna blow their mind. We got some shit, and it's like a total 30 seconds of Justice League.
I like the introduction of Flash. Not in the TV thing, but like the weird
When he
future
time
thing.
travel?
Oh yeah, come on. I love that part.
You know that?
Nope.
Why?
Because first of all, I had no idea who the fuck it was.
That's cool. That's fine.
that's your
you don't
fault.
need to be have it explained. It'd be cool to see like a Justice League movie in a couple years where like Flash goes back in time and you see that scene happen.
Boom, I'm in.
Yeah, but why was it like? First of all, it freaked me out. First of all, it's
But
like,
you probably
Freaked me out. Didn't like it.
I think you don't have.
no, it scared me. Didn't like it.
But you don't have the homework to know what that meant.
No, I don't, and that's why.
Flash can travel so fast that he can travel like through time as well.
See, I got that part. See, someone told me that afterwards, and I was like,
Told you after. That's fine.
okay, well, it's because you can't see a face. You have no idea who the hell it
I
is.
think we all knew exactly who it was. Right?
Second that happened, I was like,
Flash.
"Oh God, the Flash!"
Yeah.
Why
I
is the
leaned
Flash,
over
like,
to Connor. I was like, "That's the Flash."
You know what? That was the one moment in the entire movie where I got the feeling of, oh my god, like a surprise.
Yeah, like this is nice universe building.
freaked me
Instead of
out.
having the computer screen with all the characters, Aquaman should have been in that first scene where they're digging up the kryptonite.
How
Perfect
was he
chance just to
not?
have him
Yeah.
be like,
That really bugged me, actually.
they could have him just like swim back down and he has like this
Wasn't.
giant piece that they haven't found yet that he's like safeguarding or
That
something.
would have been like an organic way to do
Something.
it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, the Flash thing is awesome because Mr. Sunday reminded me of this. It's implying the Injustice Gods Among Us storyline, which is like amazing. It's a thing where Superman goes apeshit.
Okay.
About Lois Lane dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joker tricks him into killing Lois Lane, and then he basically becomes a villain.
Oh.
So imagine Superman was a villain for the Justice League to fight. He like wrecks shit, and that's what Flash is warning Bruce Wayne about. He's like, "You're right, Lois Lane. She's the key. Don't let her die."
Yeah. I got that, but still, I was just saying, it was weird because like Batman keeps having these weird fucking nightmares, and it's just like, why is this like? I didn't get any of it.
I think that was a moment for the comic fans. I knew like
That dream
What's happening?
sequence with like the flying insect men and the Omega symbol is like.
Right?
I mean, you have to know the comics to understand what that's.
Otherwise, it was just complete confusion.
Because, like, they're obviously setting up Darkseid for the Justice League movie, who's, like, the Thanos of DC.
Okay, do they have flying insects in that storyline? Is that a thing?
I'm sure they're minions.
Yeah, they're like his Chitauri.
Because that didn't fit, like, at all.
Right? It's seeing a vision of the apocalypse. It's, again, like, tying into Injustice. The troops around there with the Superman badge. Yeah. That's like if Superman were to become this like dictator. Okay. And those are like whatever his like army or whatever. Yeah. And he's seeing like the scorched earth from like Darkseid wrecking shit and everything.
It's the like big massive Omega symbol, which is like his, symbol basically.
But I thought that was executed terribly. I hate that scene.
Yeah.
The Batman.
It's way too long as well.
He's like snapping necks. He's shooting people with a machine gun. I feel like Snyder, this is just like his wet dream. He's like, I need an excuse to show Batman like blowing people away with a gun and like snapping necks. He loves snapping necks, Snyder.
Besides the fact that he looks stupid wearing a freaking trench coat and goggles.
That. I hated that.
Why do you have goggles when you're wearing your outfit?
Well, he's already wearing a mask. Why are you wearing goggles?
Yeah.
I hated.
It's redundant.
I thought I was gonna hate it because I thought it was gonna be part of the story. Like Batman just travels to this desert and he's just like, "Get me my trench coat." Like,
thank God it wasn't real.
I know.
If that was reality, I would have walked out.
That's why it didn't bug me as much because it wasn't actually real.
Here's why it did bug me was because they shot it like it was real. When that scene first starts, they're like, "What? Why the fuck is he in the desert?"
Yeah,
and it's like a cheap fake out. Like, oh, he wakes up from it. It's a dream. No. But like it's just the way they shot it.
He wakes up again.
Yeah. It was shot in
Inception.
It was shot in such a way that it felt real and it didn't feel like a dream. Like I don't know. Like it should have felt more like a dream.
It wasn't dreamy enough.
Because
I guarantee people in the theater were like, "What the fuck?"
I felt the awkwardness in the theater.
Yeah, I heard someone say, "What?" Like, wow, he's like snapping neck stuff. You're like, "What?" Like, calm down. It's probably
you heard an audible
sequence.
What?
Yeah.
Well, to your point about the Flash bursting through the dimensions, I saw it with like a row of like our friends from work that are not comic book people, and they literally like in one unified like lean down the row and look at me for like answers.
Explanation, please.
Like, Adam's happy, so means this makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll tell you after. Someone's like, is that the Flash? I'm like, yeah, it's Ezra Miller. He's like upcoming act. I'll tell you after the movie.
He's like, never mind. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
I just want to jump in about the Justice, how they were introduced. I hate that.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it's so lazy.
Yeah.
The way they did it. Oh, let's click on that icon. They already have logos.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That was really.
Let's
really
click on the Flash. Let's click on Cyborg. We're gonna call him Cyborg. It's just.
Damn.
Let's click on Aquaman. It's just.
We got some
It
video
didn't
footage.
say Aquaman, but it says like an A and
AQ
and like CY and stuff, and it's just like really. And the Wonder Woman logo was there.
Yeah.
It was just.
Did she click her own file?
No. Yeah. No.
Well, she did. Yeah, for the photo. Yeah, because it was the photo.
Chris Pine in that photo.
Yes, Chris Pine was in that photo.
Sweet.
I know.
But you guys have already seen that photo before.
Amazing.
Yeah. Sure have.
Yeah.
It was released.
Yeah.
It was released before the movie came out.
I think for Justice League, they should just play the movie, like, instead of, like, that's the trailer. It's just like, shit, Justice League trailer attached to, like, Marvel Civil War, and you go down, it's just the whole movie. Like, just go full retard. You may as well. You showed us basically the whole movie. This time, just show the movie.
But I want to run down individually those introductions.
Can I say I liked them? I liked it.
Okay.
Again, that and the Flash thing, the only, literally, the only surprise in this movie for me.
Let me start by saying I like the Flash part. That's the one I did like.
The dream or the
Both.
video file?
I like the Flash. I'm looking forward to Flash.
Yeah, I meant the dream and like all of these video file things.
And the clips of the Flash I liked.
Yep, me too.
Aquaman, awkward as fuck.
Awkward
man. Seriously. There's just a shot of him just like staring at the camera for like way too long.
Hero pose.
And I'm like, why is this happening?
He just like stabs the camera guy in the eye.
What the fuck is going on? This is so awkward. You don't have to do that. Just have a full frontal shot of Aquaman. It was ridiculous. You don't even have to show his face. Like, seriously, they could have left all that stuff out and left smaller, like, inklings of what's going to happen. Like, if you just had the Flash dream sequence, and that's all you saw of the Flash, or something about, Cyborg's father, or something about Cyborg, and something about, like you said, Tim, Aquaman with the kryptonite or something in the water, or some little,
Yeah, we didn't need to have
something
like
a small tease, not. Yeah. That's what Aquaman looks like, full frontal,
the metamen,
stupid.
whatever they called them.
Metahumans.
Metahumans, yeah.
I didn't mind the Aquaman thing. I like how he shot out under the water and looked like Superman underwater, because that was making me think like, yeah, he's like Superman but in the water. That's cool. But
Cyborg felt like it was straight from Sci-Fi Channel. Hated it.
Ruthless. I didn't mind it. I thought it was like had like a horror vibe, and he was like screaming and like touching his like fucked up body. I thought that was pretty cool.
Somewhat. I personally disliked all those other ones. I just thought it was lazy. I liked the Flash
security footage,
but the fact that the way they did it with like the file, let's click on that one.
With the
let's click on that one.
When you talk,
let's click on that one.
Point that out,
it's just lazy. I felt like it could have. It
like,
could have been. Sort of,
better.
Combined with the movie better.
Yeah.
But how are they gonna hit all those different places?
They pretty much did. They just didn't.
They did with the Flash.
You don't have to see the Flash twice. Just show them in the future thing, and then, right? Like that's enough to set the Flash.
They did show the Indian Ocean.
Yeah. They have to have Aquaman, Cyborg. No one cares about. So
even when
Ruthless.
Imagine this. Okay, this is what I thought was gonna happen.
This movie's coming in 2019.
This is what I thought was gonna happen when Lois Lane throws the kryptonite spear in the water. Are you kidding me? I thought Aquaman was going to come up through the water or something.
I'm so glad he didn't, though.
Was going to happen.
Really?
Do we want to see more? Like,
yeah.
Maybe not come up fully. That's what I mean. Like, you just need a tease.
I thought he was going to help.
Something Aquaman related there.
I couldn't believe she was in the water that long, and you've set up Aquaman exists in this world, and there's no Aquaman.
Like, even if the staff falls really deep into the water. And then he brings it up enough so then they can grab it or something, but then you don't see him. You just kind of see him like in a shadow or something. You know what I mean? Like something where you don't actually see him, but you're like, oh shit, that's Aquaman.
I wouldn't mind if he helped with the Doomsday fight, because I thought maybe he would. Like they're fighting him on this deserted island surrounded by water. This is like the time for Aquaman to finally
yeah, but if Aquaman had just shown up randomly,
that would have been too much.
Would have been a lot.
It's like, hey, Aquaman's here, great, in Gotham. What's going on? What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the Justice League stuff, though?
I already said I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree.
I think just having them introduced throughout the movie would have been better instead of having this.
I agree with that.
One scene where we're just gonna bang this out real quick for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here
all of a sudden, Lex Luthor just all of a sudden knows all about these the metahumans, and it's just I agree, it's lazy.
They could have easily done that in an end credits thing or something.
Like this thing, they could have easily introduced. We've gone through at least half like half of the characters, how to introduce them better in the movie.
What if after the credits it was just Diana Prince opening her laptop and
that makes way more sense.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
So after the fight, be hey,
click, click.
I saw you in a photo of this thing, and then I saw you battling the guy wearing that same outfit. I know who you are.
That's security footage or something. Just so security footage.
Hey, how come you didn't have a Batman file?
He's not a metahuman. He's just a human.
But you would think if he's researching...
small town vigilante.
Ruthless.
He's small time vigilante.
It's a small town. It's a small
What's he ever done?
Gotham's a small town. It's not like he goes around the world and saves people.
And why didn't he have a Superman file?
He did, didn't he? No, he did not.
Barry has a whole separate computer just for Superman.
Oh god,
Superman.
That's true.
Gotta go boot up.
I like how they specifically had to keep saying Lex Luthor Jr., not OG Lex Luthor. This is a new, semi-new take on
that
Lex
he
Luthor.
is Lex Luthor though.
It's retarded. I think they were trying to say that's their way of saying this is our new Lex Luthor, so don't get mad that he's not old man bald guy.
How do you feel about Jesse Eisenberg finally going bald?
At that point, I was so pissed off. I didn't give a fuck. Actually, let's talk about that. The scene at the end when he's the bell's already been rung, and his nose is dripping, just the cherry on the shit cake for me. He is the worst.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
ding 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 ding. It just kept going too.
Too long.
Ding 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 ding. I'm just And I was just thinking, ting, ting, ting. I'm like, oh my god, I get it. You're
like
insane.
when full Ex Machina, the red lighting, everyone disappeared. Like, when Batman shows up, I thought that was a dream or something. I was like,
I thought it was a dream too for a sec. Like,
right? So was that real?
It was.
That was real.
It was real.
That's why Batman is like, hey, we need to get these people because we have to fight. Because Lex Luthor mentioned that
something more coming.
Yeah, he's like, something's coming because I woke up. I rang this bell and like Darkseid's heard it and he knows there's people on Earth that can fuck him up.
Did he say Darkseid specifically?
No, but he said like
he's
coming or he's heard it or something. Right?
Yeah, he said like specifically.
Or it's heard it.
No, he said he. That's the thing. He said specifically
he.
So that's why I was like...
He made like a devil kind of like, God didn't die so he will do it or something.
And then they show the painting upside down and stuff like that. Foreshadowing.
Thank God they showed that, yeah.
The devil coming basically, like, Darkseid, surprise. What do you guys think of the setup for Batman though? Like in seeing a little bit more of his world, like you get to see, you know, the Robin suit and everything, which obviously we already saw, but seeing more of that universe, are you guys excited for Batman? Or?
Yeah, that's the one thing that's I'm pretty excited for that's coming out of this movie, I think, is that they haven't set up like a cool world because they didn't really show much, but I think the rumor is that Ben Affleck was aged up in this movie, so that when they do his own solo movies, they could be prequel movies, and they just won't age him up. He'll just look like...
They could do like Death in the Family, or they could show what happened to Robin. They could do those other storylines like Hush, or like Under the Red Hood.
It'd be cool because it's going to be a lot more like comic booky, but not like hokey comic booky. Like this, like Batman,
Frank Miller.
Yeah, like Batman exists in a world where Superman exists, and where like monsters can be made and shit. So you can have like Batman's weird, like you can have like a weird looking penguin, or you can have like a Mr. Freeze, and not have it seem like totally out of the ordinary, right?
Not like Batman Forever.
Yeah, Batman not like bullshit. Super comic booky and hokey like that, but not also like super real world with like the Dark Knight, where like if you had Mr. Freeze in that world, it would look really weird, right? Yeah. Like Mr. Freeze would fit into that this Batman world. Perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what villains they do and stuff, I think.
Yeah. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to in the DC universe, it's definitely solo Ben Affleck Batman. Yeah. That's definitely like my number one most anticipated thing. They haven't even confirmed or greenlit it yet. But I know...
It's gotta be coming.
Yeah, Affleck made some comments this week implying that he was currently writing it with Jeff Johns of DC, so if he directs it and stars in it, I think it'd be awesome.
And you see Jared Leto...
Oh...
You know,
I'm all in for that.
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
Definitely. What do you guys think about the potential, now that you've seen some of these other Justice League characters, about their solo films? You guys excited about Flash, Cyborg movie?
Oh, I was just going to say about the prequel rumor. I think it's possible because the guy who runs DC said they've been thinking about doing all prequels for the solo movies, and we already know Wonder Woman's obviously a prequel.
Yeah.
So I hope that happens, and like Flash runs through time. So
doing it reverse style, like opposite of Marvel.
I'm open to that idea. How do you guys feel about that idea? Kind of going reverse.
It's fine.
Because they have to differentiate. You can't just like do the Marvel.
It's fine. I'm okay with that because instead of just doing like the old Batman, you get to delve into like his prime, basically. Yeah,
like if that's what they're doing, that'd be great. I think.
Great.
I'm excited. Like, I was disappointed by this movie. It's not great at all. It's like very average, borderline bad. But I still have a lot of hope for the universe.
See the potential.
I see the potential.
These other
for
characters.
Sure. I think Collider was saying the same thing.
I think we need to get Zack Snyder out of director chair.
I don't disagree.
He hasn't shown that he can direct.
He's kind of got like 2 strikes against him in most people's eyes. I like Man of Steel. Don't really like this movie that much, but I'm happy this is out of the way. I have hope for Justice League, even if Snyder directs it. I'll say it because Justice League, they seem to know what they want. I feel
I don't know what they wanted with this one.
They didn't know what they were trying to do. Literally 2 movies.
It started off as a Superman sequel, and then they were like, "Hey, wait, this might be a good opportunity for us to get a jump on setting up our Justice League films," and then they just like tossed it all together.
Shit in.
So it essentially should have just been Man of Steel 2.
Yeah.
And it would have been like their Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And then they could have done the other solos and then Justice League. But nope, they blew their load. Went full DC gumbo stew. Just get everyone in there.
Pretty much.
But I have hope. I find it funny that they're already doing damage control, because like the big complaint is that it's over dark and over grim and serious, and like already in the last 2 days, Deborah Snyder, she's producing all these, Zack Snyder's wife, has said, "Oh, Justice League's tone is going to be really fun, like way lighter, like fun, like Avengers fun." And then James Wan, director of Aquaman, has come out and been like, "Oh, we're going for a way lighter tone than Batman vs Superman. We're going to be fun."
Like, for example, Aquaman. I want Aquaman to be fucking dark.
Game of Thrones underwater.
Yeah.
I heard that like a year ago. That's my dream.
See, like the tone wasn't that wasn't the downfall of this movie.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Like, it can be dark. It just has to be well done.
It
just wasn't well done.
Yeah,
It just wasn't well done.
just do it good.
And it's like, why are they taking it so serious? That's not the problem. You
Yeah.
don't take it seriously. You have to do it well. Also, there's like that.
That's
caveat.
like a layman's excuse.
Yeah.
When the problem is like the story, I feel.
Like, there's no jokes, which is true. There's like basically there's like
Is she with you? I thought she was with you.
I thought she was with you.
that's as bad as it was in the trailer for me. Did you guys fucking find that funny?
Nope, I already saw it. So
What I thought was funny and what I actually liked was that scene where Lex Luthor is telling them what he wants for the kryptonite. They're like, "Hey, like, what do you want?" He's like, "If we give you this kryptonite piece, or if you give it to us, like, what do you want?" He's like, "Oh, I want access to that
the
to the
site.
crash site." And then it cuts to him having access to it, and then it cuts back to that scene where he's like, "I also want to have the body to experiment," and it cuts to him like doing stuff on it. And then it ends with him like opening up like a Jolly Rancher and like puts it into the guy's mouth.
It's cherry.
Ugh.
It's cherry.
I can
Didn't
I can
like
see
it.
you visually cringing, Adam.
I threw up in my mouth. I don't. Anything with Jesse Eisenberg in this movie, I hated. I'm sorry.
There was an
everyone.
unintentional laugh in the last fight scene.
The Doomsday fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they where Wonder Woman and Superman is going ham on Doomsday.
Right.
And you realize how useless Batman really is.
Yeah.
And so like you see them just like it's just like montage of them just beating the shit out of each other, and all of a sudden like there's a green puff of smoke in front of his face, and you see it cuts to Batman going like this,
Yeah.
just lowering his weapon. It's like, yeah, I did that. It's like, and then like that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's a quick cut scene, just like Batman is like standing there, just lowering his gun.
That's kind of the core problem. It's hard to make Batman like useful when he's like fighting a massive monster side by side with two gods, right?
Yeah.
It's very hard.
I did like seeing Wonder Woman fight in that scene though. Like she was pretty badass.
That jump and that
She's like
scream,
cutting off limbs and like lunging and
that I liked that.
using the lasso of truth.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was very
I
funny.
like that fucking lasso.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they did it.
I want her to lasso me. I have to say.
And pull you in?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the jump and scream?
I don't even know what you're talking about. Jumping screen?
Like when she her first strike, she unsheaths her blade and goes, "Ah!" She's like just like this weird like the Junkie XL boom like the score, and then all of a sudden she just like does this huge jump forward, like a massive
It's cool.
like straight up Simon Pegg jump
Crazy, no?
forward, and it was just
It
awesome.
was a pretty great shot.
Yeah,
But
I
Yeah.
think I was just mad that like I knew she was in it from the trailer. I just kept I couldn't enjoy it. I kept thinking, imagine we like
didn't know.
didn't know.
And all we saw was Diana Prince or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. And like I know people are gonna be like, well, obviously you would know. Yeah, but don't show me. Like obviously I know, Captain America, Iron Man, Civil War. Like they're smart enough to not show us like everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
imagine like how good it would have been if they hadn't like they'd taken out everything that about her related to Wonder Woman. Like they just saw her just being weird, like she's just this weird like. Quiet kind of why she keeps showing up. She's like taking Ben Affleck's shit.
Like, is she
Yeah.
Wonder Woman?
Is she
Well, that's the thing. There
Like,
wouldn't
yeah,
even
we
be...
get she's a Wonder Woman. She's
That's the
cast
thing.
as Wonder Woman, but in the trailers you don't see her in the full Amazonian like garb.
And she's like on the cover of every magazine in between Batman and Superman. Like full costume. Like her face is there. Like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Imagine if if they hadn't actually gone out and said that she was Wonder Woman, and she was just like this mystery character, and then like all of a sudden like they just do like this huge like she does the outfit Like she does like the whole fight scene.
Yeah.
But then again at the end, like the end credits where she's like discovering the Justice League, that would have been way better.
Yeah.
I think even just to know that she was Wonder Woman is fine.
Yeah.
But to visually show the costume before, show the outfit before.
You know what? I think they could have kept this movie the way it is. Don't show Wonder Woman or Doomsday in any of the promotion, and it could have been like a heavy 3.
Just
4.
look at how here. I feel like they were worried or something. They felt like they needed to show these things.
The hype's already there though. Like it's like, well, they're making a Batman
We already
movie.
know-
Unless I
I
see a good
We already
trailer,
know Wonder
I'm not
Woman's
gonna
in
go
it,
see
like,
it.
I know that, but you don't these guys are like 70-year-old businessmen. They have no idea. They don't know what Batman vs Superman is. So to them, they're like, you better show fucking Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Well, we'll see going forward with this universe how they
We'll see.
deal with the sort of reception. I know they're okay with the box office.
Oh, they're... See, and that's what I was going to say. They think they've pulled this off flawlessly now. They're like, perfect. We got to keep showing the whole movie in the trailer because we made 180 million opening weekend. We're Star Wars. We're the best. Like, we did nothing wrong. Snyder, you're doing every movie. Fire everyone. He's directing every movie.
Yeah,
That's when people have to screenshot them that Rotten Tomatoes score.
yeah.
You're like, no, change it up, bud.
Yeah. But I am looking forward to seeing these other solo movies.
As am I.
As bad as I thought some of the way it was done, I am looking forward to Flash. I'm looking forward to Aquaman. I'm looking forward to Cyborg. I'm looking forward to see these other characters in their movies. But yeah, anything else you want to mention about Batman v Superman before we move on?
No.
Nope.
No, it was shit.
Yep, fucking...
All right, let's move on.
Cancel the universe.
Let's move on to a couple trailers that came out this week. Then, firstly, we got a film called Deepwater Horizon.
Oh. There was something Horizon in my pants.
Something Horizon. I'm blanking right
Nobody
now
laughs,
on the cast.
Mark Wahlberg,
Mark Wahlberg,
Kate Hudson,
John
Malkovich,
yes,
that guy from
Maze Runner,
Dylan
Okay.
O'Brien.
He-
Dylan O'Brien, right?
right? Maze Runner kid, yeah.
Yes, and
the brother from My Name Is Earl.
yes,
There's someone else.
I'm blanking on all the names.
Yeah.
Anyways, this movie is about the Deepwater Horizon oil rig disaster that happened. I'm trying to remember the year. It's late 2000s, I guess.
07? It said 07 in the trailer.
That's when the disaster happened?
I think it just said 07.
Yeah, one of the biggest
Maybe.
man-made disasters, if not the biggest disasters in history, as far as environmental damage. What do you guys think about this trailer?
I'll jump in.
Adam.
I saw you visibly laugh during the trailer.
Oh, that was from my the explosion diarrhea joke I made.
Oh, right.
That nothing to do with the quality of the
Okay. Reminded you of your previous visit to the restaurant.
Yes. I didn't give a shit about this movie because I was like, okay, this
Mark
looks...
Wahlberg disaster movie. Maybe.
I've seen it, been there, done that. Looks like a Ron Howard, like, wet dream. Just safe vanilla, like, Heart of the Sea bullshit. But then I saw the trailer. Thought it was very, very uniquely cut. Really cool idea. Like, the marketing team that did this, bravo. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's my thought. I saw this right before Batman v Superman.
I saw it on the big screen.
I was on the big,
Wow.
on the big screen. I was like, shit,
Really?
that's a good trailer.
Right?
Like, it cuts with, like, her, like, popping the pop can, cuts to, like, the oil.
Big
I was
oil
like,
explosion.
shit, this is
thing.
well done. This is
Yeah.
not your typical trailer.
No, I do like how they actually cut like the comparison between the oil rig and like her, I guess, grade 5 science
dog.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Pretty
was
sweet.
It was really cool because it explained it, but it was just really well done.
And you see sort of in the end of that trailer, I really like this trailer. You see in the end of the trailer that what you kind of get a glimpse of what's
We
gonna
forgot
happen.
it. Oh no.
It's gonna be like some serious shit going down
Yeah.
on this oil rig.
Plus, there's, like, not, like, a overly, like, dramatic score going on, like you get with a lot of, like, these true story movies. This is, like, almost like a horror type score that happens, where it's just, like,
Yeah.
this, like, almost sounds like the Alien trailer, which is kind of like this odd sound going, like, increasing in volume and just
Yeah,
intense.
Yeah.
Pretty good trailer.
I'm looking forward to it. I had no idea.
I didn't know
I knew this
movie-
movie was coming out,
I
but
had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
I had heard a lot about it.
I didn't care. And
Peter
seeing
Berg?
the cast,
Do you know Peter Berg was directing?
no.
Lone Survivor?
Right.
Good.
Lone Survivor, which I haven't seen.
I
But
heard it's good.
yeah. Yeah, guess we're all kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was, but
I'm looking forward to actually maybe a movie shedding some light on what happened. Because I know there's a big disaster, but I don't know like exactly
specifics of
what
that
what
incident.
exactly happened there.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was a huge deal when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's move on into our next trailer, and that is a movie starring Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, and that is War Dogs. The story of these two young 20-something kids who end up becoming weapons contractors for the Pentagon. What do you guys think of this trailer for War Dogs? Tyler, let's start with you.
It was. I thought it was very. Like, you don't really know what the tone of this movie was until they said it in the very beginning. Like, it's. You see Jonah Hill, and you just assume what it is.
Right.
But
Maybe?
this had some kind of a different kind of buddy funny film to it. It felt like there was going to be a lot more to it than just Jonah Hill being Jonah Hill. I'm not a huge fan of Miles Teller, but this
Surprise.
I didn't mind seeing him like in this role. So I'm hype.
you sound hype.
I'm trying to get the information here as far as the director. It said the director of the Hangover trilogy.
You step
Todd
in there,
Phillips.
Scott.
Todd Phillips.
Right.
Just bash your face into your phone there.
Also director of Old School, I believe.
And Due Date.
Maybe that will shed some light onto what we might be seeing in this movie. I didn't like this trailer. I didn't laugh once.
Ruthless.
I did like Jonah Hill, how he seems to be fully embracing his role.
Seems to be fully embracing a lot of roles, if you know what I mean.
A lot of lobster rolls.
Oh god.
Fucking ruthless.
Oh, Jonah Hill, more like
He's looking
Jonah
a little
Jim.
heavy. He's looking a little heavy.
Tyler's dying.
Ty is literally crying. I'm so sorry, Ty.
Full LED.
I love
Oscar
Jonah Hill
reaction.
so much. Please, I love you. Don't.
He looks
hate me.
great.
I know you're listening.
But like his performance looks pretty hilarious. But
We walked
I
right
didn't
back.
really laugh. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like just to see him go crazy might be fun, but I'm not really hyped for this movie at all. It didn't look that funny.
This looked like a Wolf of Wall Street trailer, with like the red, with the black and yellow like fonts, and like the song like intersplicing with the thing. And it's like
The
high,
song-
it's like high octane
Song didn't do it for me.
wackiness.
But Adam, what are your thoughts?
Shut up, Ty.
Okay.
Doesn't look funny, by the way.
Ruthless, ruthless.
Really?
I was very hyped when they announced this movie. I've been reading a lot about it, and I still am. Didn't love the trailer. Didn't love it. I got some laughs though. I thought I didn't. I'm not going to say I didn't laugh once or anything. I like Todd Phillips. I love Hangover 1. Love Old School. I even like Due Date. Kind of underrated, I thought. Yeah, I'm hyped. I love Miles Teller, as we all know. He's my man crush. Love Jonah Hill. I think I was going to say actually, like Jonah Hill's pretty awesome. He's got a couple Academy Award noms. He's got an amazing resume. Like he doesn't have, he maybe has like a couple flops. Like everything he's doing is pretty
I
awesome.
don't know, really. What does he have? A lot of flops?
Baby-
Get him to the Greek or
Get
whatever.
him to
Okay.
bullshit movie. Horrible. I hated it. Anyways.
What movie, sir?
What? Scott
Get him to the
hates
Greek.
Get Him to the Greek.
Why is that shocking?
Not funny at all. Hated
Wasn't
it.
one of my favorite movies.
5.
Oh my god!
Like
No!
no,
Is that?
I
You
love
disgust
it.
Is that
me.
Adam in a
You
sweetie
disgust
costume?
me.
I'm kidding. It's not a 5, but I love that movie.
Oh, it's a heavy 4.
Yeah, it's a 4.
Despicable.
I think it's the same director. Also, I was gonna say, but when you said Get Him to the Greek,
So,
I think.
you gave Batman v Superman Light 3.
Yeah.
Get him to the Greek 4.
Yeah, 100%. It's maybe 11th on my top 10 comedies, probably. I
About
love
to puke.
Scott looks visibly.
I love
upset.
Jonah Hill. I can't believe people are
Not
like
with you on this.
annoyed by him or something.
I laughed at this. I thought like you guys didn't laugh when like so your weapons contract came at like how much lower than everyone else's, and you see Jonah Hill just go like, what? Like you see him like just and he just freaks out in the lockers. Like that was fucking hilarious.
It's kind of funny. I don't know.
Oh, God,
it didn't.
ruthless.
It didn't do anything.
We're talking
for
to
me.
guys that aren't the biggest comedy fans.
Do you guys even laugh?
I like comedy,
I
but
don't think he does.
I don't laugh ever.
Tim never laughs.
When I
That's
do,
a fact.
it's an accident.
I thought it was slightly
And I
humorous.
stop it immediately.
It wasn't like side-splitting, like hilarious.
I laughed once. It was a Wednesday.
Like, I think of like Sausage Party. I laughed hard at that trailer
Yeah.
last week. This one I didn't chuckle once. Like I like comedy.
I'm not
It's
gonna
just,
say you're crazy. Like it's not hilarious or anything. You're crazy for not loving Get into the Creek. I will say that's fucked. But
that's your opinion.
neither
man.
here nor there. That's my opinion, man. John Hill's perfect. Never done a bad movie. Moving on.
All right, let's move on into our next trailer, and that is from the studio that brought you Batman. Batman. What was
Returns.
it? Returns.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
Batman and
Batman and
Robin.
Robin. Batman Begins. Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises. And Batman v Superman. And the Lego movie. And that is Lego Batman
Get hype.
movie. The movie. The Lego Batman movie.
There you go.
Starring Will Arnett as Batman. Rosario Dawson as Batgirl. The cast list here is ridiculous. I can't. There's so many. Apparently, Mariah Carey plays the mayor.
amazing.
Did I just read that?
It's the best cast.
Hit
I think
us
I've
with some
ever
cast.
seen.
Zach Galifianakis, the Joker. Michael Cera, Robin. Ray Fiennes, Alfred.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Those are my claps, everyone.
That's pretty good.
Do we have a Commissioner Gordon? I thought there was one.
I feel like there is, but
Oh, that's all the cast.
Surprise, J.K. Simmons.
That's all the cast. Rosario Dawson as Batgirl / Barbara Gordon.
it's my favorite animated movie cast of all time. I think. I mean,
So let's start with you then, Adam.
Oh,
what are your
sorry.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on the trailer?
I loved
The
it.
Lego Batman.
I don't. Did the intro and outro count?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
part of
it.
it.
That's part of it. That's part of
Yeah.
it.
I love the whole thing. I've been hyped for this movie since they announced they were doing this movie. He's my favorite part of Lego movie. Lego Batman is. And I was jokingly saying it was going to be better than Batman v Superman. I don't think that's
Didn't set the bar too high.
We saw the Justice League in the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm in. It looks amazing. Love the cast. Zach Galifianakis is the Joker.
That's
Are
awesome.
you fucking kidding me? Like Michael Cera's Robin? I'm losing it. I'm all in. I love Will Arnett. I love Batman. I love Lego.
This is written by the guy writing the new Flash movie for the DC
I
universe.
was going to say that.
So he's
No.
got DC experience.
He's directing and writing.
Is he
the
directing
Flash
and
movie.
writing?
I believe so. I'm 99%.
He is directing and writing.
There you
Interesting.
go.
Does he have a nice resume behind him?
He does not have a nice resume.
He's not. He does now.
He wrote the 2015 Oscars.
The worst ever.
Abraham Lincoln.
Wait, he wrote the Oscars.
The Neil Patrick Harris one.
Yeah.
The atrocious one.
Abraham
Loved it.
Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter.
Ooh.
He came up with a story for Dark Shadows,
Oh.
and then a bunch of TV stuff.
Well, this looks
My
hilarious.
outlook for the Flash movie has slightly diminished now.
Sorry.
Mine hasn't. He's the only writer on this
Really?
movie.
You like Dark Shadows?
He's the only writer on Lego Batman. He
Yeah.
wrote every single word you saw in that trailer. How'd you feel about the trailer?
I loved the trailer.
Mic drop. Pink.
There
as,
you go.
As Batman did.
Yeah, Mike.
I want to jump in here. I love this trailer. I think this movie's gonna be hilarious. I love the Lego movie. I love Lego in general. I love Batman.
I love Eggo, waffles.
I love Lego. Love playing
I
with
love
Lego.
Lobster Thermidor.
Oh, shit. I deserve this.
I love the world they're building with the Lego series.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of
Nice.
fun with this. A lot of fun with
Yeah.
this.
World they're building? Come on.
Nice. Because it's Lego. You build
I
Lego.
love the bricks they're replacing the no.
There's better
Um,
world building this than BBS, DOJ.
Fuck it. I think I'm gonna go home and just watch the Lego movie.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Fuck you guys, I'm out.
Bye.
But yeah, I'm in totally.
Will Arnett perfectly embodying.
Tim's in?
Oh man, I'm in.
Yeah.
Great
All the
movie
way
is.
Yeah.
I think I had it like number 2 or 3 from last year as my favorite movie.
Yeah.
2014.
Wow.
2014. It's only 2 years ago. Shit. Pumped. Love Batman. Love Lego in general.
Hey, maybe this will like avenge the Oscar snub that Lego Movie got. Maybe this will be up for best.
That'd be
animated.
amazing.
Right?
First Batman movie to win
Best
Oscar?
Picture, sort of.
Wow.
Directed by Robot Chicken director
Chris McKay. Yeah.
Wow.
John Schnapp's like childhood friend. He's been like shouting him out on Collider every day for this trailer. He's like,
Amazing.
"It's my buddy. I'm so proud of you. The movie looks amazing."
That's awesome.
Love Will Arnett and his embodiment of Lego Batman.
Even like when I heard him announced as Lego Movies Batman,
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking amazing."
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like he's gonna nail
I
that.
love the Keaton suit too. He's like rocking the OG Batman '89. Pretty sick.
Pretty hilarious.
It'd be great if they have Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum come back as Superman and Green Lantern. I'm
Oh.
sure they will.
They will,
Please,
for sure.
Yeah.
please.
Because they were hilarious in the Lego movie.
Their back and forth was pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Do you guys have anything else? Sorry.
I'm in.
Hype. Love Will Arnett.
Let's move on into our last news topic of the day, and that is something that Tyler is very excited about, or really
Maybe.
wanted us to talk about this week. And that is the news that Paul McCartney will be appearing in the next Pirates of the Caribbean film.
Can't believe we're talking about this.
What do you guys think of Paul McCartney showing up in the Pirates movie? Tim?
You want to just get ruthless on you, Ty?
I love how you introduce this. Well, all of you could just like laugh more. That would be great.
I'm gonna get ruthless.
Okay, go ahead.
Paul
Destroy him.
McCartney is obviously a hack, and he's just doing what Keith Richards did 2 Pirates movies ago by appearing in it. No one gives a shit.
Holy fuck!
Is that my real thoughts, or am I just baiting you?
I hope you're baiting me.
I agree.
Okay, we know you're not baiting me.
Into killing yourself, maybe.
Adam, what are your thoughts on this?
If it wasn't for Mr. West, Paul McCartney wouldn't be in this movie.
Now we're talking.
I look so angry.
Oh, he's angry.
Kanye West. If you didn't get that.
Wow.
I literally don't.
Ruthless.
I literally don't care. Like, literally, I have no, like, I could not care any less at all. I don't have anything to say about this.
Ty, let's hear you.
Wait, let's hear
Cameo?
Scott. Scott, what do you think?
Honestly, I think it's like a one-scene cameo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a cameo. Keith Richards style, I think.
He'll be
So-
Jack Sparrow's mom, maybe?
That's ruthless. Martha Sparrow? I don't know.
Why'd you say that name?
Why'd you say that name, Savine?
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I'm Martha Sparrow. You know what? Fuck it. I'm in. Oh,
Are you
God.
kidding me?
Okay, so I'm gonna weigh in here. By the way, amazing Paul McCartney impression.
I'm tearing up.
Thank you.
The poster for, I'm assuming you guys have seen the poster for this.
No.
Okay, good. We're off to a great start here.
No one gives a fuck.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, God.
Fuck you guys.
Just spill, man. Spill your guts.
Okay,
Speak that fire truth.
so they're going back. What they do in the fourth one, they totally shit the bed and completely missed the mark with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and they
the
know
third
that.
and the second.
Killing me, man. Seriously.
Debatable. Continue.
This one here, they're going back. We've got Orlando Bloom, who's confirmed. We have Johnny Depp, who says,
Thespian.
"What's that?" Yeah, you're right. It's a shit. Next.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, I'm a little bit more excited for this movie than the last. How they were cutting out all the other characters and just going Jack Sparrow.
And that's what they did,
Barbosa.
and we got that. We saw how terrible it was.
I mean, we do get Javier Bardem.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
He's the villain.
Really? Oh shit!
Do you even listen when I talk?
I never do. I literally never do.
Javier Bardem.
And it's the directors of Kon-Tiki, best foreign film Oscar-winning movie about like being on the open waters, like it's like a ship movie, like piratey movie.
Yep.
So I don't give a fuck. Still.
Wow.
No, I it could be a good movie, possibly, but I don't give a fuck. Why would I care if Paul McCartney's in it?
It's the fact that we've got someone who has never acted before in anything other than Beatles and, from what I know, Saturday Night Live, who is now going to be in one of the biggest franchises of all time. I think that's like,
that is a fact. What you just said is a fact.
It's I think it's big. And the poster, if we were to tear apart the poster, I'm sure we could. You know what?
But like we don't like. Is he playing a significant role?
Don't know.
Probably not, but he'll probably have a Keith Richards cameo.
Like I would think
What
like,
effect? I don't know.
but think about if you didn't know, right? They didn't announce this. You went into the movie, you watched the movie, and whatever you thought of his role.
Yeah, I would have seen it like, oh, that's cool.
Here's the reason I
let me
don't
finish.
actually believe it was announced. I think someone it was like
leaked
seen
it?
on set or something like that.
Well, all I was gonna say is just say you went and saw the movie. Oh, Paul McCartney's in it. That's crazy. My mind's blown. Or oh, I don't care. Whatever you think. And then after, do you think it would be news after that he was in this movie? That's all I'm saying. That's the argument I'm presenting, right? Do you guys, Tim, Scott, do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, leaving the movie, no one would be like, "Oh my God, Paul McCartney was in it."
No.
So therefore,
That's true. It's just I feel like it's going to be it's so unexpected that
it is. I wasn't expecting to hear.
It is
Paul
pretty random.
McCartney.
Yeah,
I'll give
Sir
you that.
How
Paul
old is he
McCartney.
now? How old is he now? Do you know? 75?
He's got to be close to. He's got to be mid-70s, somewhere around there.
Something, you know.
So for him to be like what is he possibly doing?
Hey,
Like,
Besides Martha Sparrow, I have no idea.
I hope it's Martha Sparrow. Hashtag Martha Sparrow.
Yes.
Get hype.
we're done here.
I think with that, we'll end the episode here. Episode 38 of the Up Relay podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate, and you can follow me on Letterboxd at UpRealTim. Keep an eye open for my top 10 time travel films coming soon.
Keep your eyes peeled.
You can follow us, I guess, on Facebook and Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast.
Adam.
You can follow me, Adam, at Franny25 on Twitter, and at UpRealLate on Instagram, and UpRealAdam on Letterboxd. Sorry, UpRealAdam on Instagram.
You can follow me, Upreal Scott, on Letterboxd. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So yeah, guys, keep it real.